It says we're live.
Alright, so good to see you guys again. I'm John, this is Ben. Don't slap your tea, mate.
Okay.
Alright, so this week I'm going to do Paintbox, which is another Scratch project. So if we go to Google and we type in Raspberry Pi project, and it's the first link that comes up, and we go to Code Club, and it's on the left hand side under Scratch, Module 1. We'll go to Paintbox. So you guys might want to open it, just have it in your browser. You hopefully won't need it because you're just following through what we're doing, but maybe you'll need to click on the links. So the other website that we're going to need is Scratch, which is scratch.mit.edu. Hopefully you guys have already got accounts set up. But if not, go and grab a parent or a guardian and just ask them to set a Scratch account up. And that way, if for whatever reason the internet stops working, your project's going to be saved and you won't lose anything. Okay, so as always, looking through, first thing that we're going to see on the Paintbox project is it's going to show us a preview of what a finished project looks like. So, Ben, do you want to have a play with that? So, Paintbox is we're gonna make a little painting program, and we're gonna make it so that we can draw things in Scratch. Yeah. Just click on some of the other colours, Ben. I'm going to take that cup of tea off you, mate.
Why?
Alright, so just move the width back and forth at the top.
Width.
Yeah. Alright, so the Paintbox program is we got the pencil sprite. We can choose from various different colours, we can change the width, and on the right hand side we've got the eraser and we've got the erase everything button as well. Just click on the red cross. Alright, so we're going to start going through it now. So what we're going to learn in this project, add the pen extension in Scratch. So the pen extension is a library of extension blocks. Use broadcast to control a sprite in Scratch. Recall how to respond to mouse events in Scratch. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and click Introduction. So we're opening a project resource, a link, and that link is rpf.io/paint-box-on. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just post that in the links, just in case that's useful for anybody. So either type it in, or go to the project, click on the link. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to click on the link. And then that opens the project resources in Scratch. Alright, so we need to click on Remix up at the top. And then that gives us access to the project and the code so that we can start to manipulate it. Just bear with us a moment. So We've got that open, and we can start to add things. So let's read through. In the starter project, you'll see that you have a pencil and eraser sprites, and we do. Down here at the bottom right, Ben, come on mate, leave your cup of tea alone. You've got the pencil and eraser sprites. Alright.
No, I can't do that.
Add the pen extension to your project. How to add the pen extension. So as I say, we're going to add some new blocks in that aren't normally within the Scratch project. So that's down in the bottom left hand corner. So down here, we click on it and we add the pen blocks in. So that adds new blocks in that have got a certain amount of code already set up, so we don't have to go in and add any over the top code. They've been set up by the guys who've created Scratch. The pen section then appears on the bottom of the blocks menu. Alright, so that should now be available. It's on the left hand side, there you go, you can see it, we've got pen. Okay, so then you do it. So add some code to the pencil sprite to make the sprite below the mouse pointer. So add a forever loop, add an event. When green flag clicked, forever, go to mouse pointer. Okay, so then add the motion block in. Go to, yeah, that should be it, and we'll choose mouse pointer. Alright, put a tick in, go to the next one. Click the flag and then move the mouse pointer around the stage to test it. So, yeah, what we've done there is we've added the block in, and stop thinking about me. We've added a block in. That means that the sprite follows the mouse pointer around. Okay. So the next thing is make your pencil draw if the mouse button is clicked. So we're going to add this new if then statement in. So if, and then what's that, sensing, mouse down, then pen down, and pen up. Alright. So do you want to add an if then statement, Ben? Yeah, if then.
To where?
Add it below the go to mouse pointer. Alright, so then we need to add, I think it's a motion block in.
No, it's a sensing.
Sensing block, alright. Mouse down, yeah. Sorry, yeah, the way it is a sensing block, isn't it? Go on, mouse down.
Mouse
That's
down.
it.
Goes in there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Pen down.
We've put the wrong block in, haven't we? It's if then else. So we just put if then.
Oh yeah.
So go back and just grab another control. Yeah, just drag that off. So Ben's just clicked on the block and moved it to the left hand side to remove it.
And if then else is underneath.
That's it. Mouse down.
Pen down.
Pen down.
Else,
pen up.
Pen up.
Yeah, that's the one. So go to the pen block on the left hand side.
Oh, pen.
Yeah. So the first one needs to be pen down. Yeah. And then pen up.
Pen up.
Alright, so if mouse down, then pen down, else pen up. So there you go. So Ben's gone to the stage and is pressing the... Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, it's because it's a tracker. We're using a trackpad, we're not using a mouse. So sometimes it's a bit laggy.
No, I was saying that you couldn't erase it.
That's because you've not done the eraser code yet. Alright. So, yeah, there you go, you've tested it. does your pencil not draw from its tip? Alright. If the line of your pencil draw looks like it's coming from the pencil's middle, then you'll need to change your pencil sprite so that the tip of the sprite, so that the tip is the sprite's center. Alright. I think by default the tip is always going to be the sprite center, but let's just have a look anyway. So we go to costumes, and we can see down here, Ben, put the little crosshair.
I just got a splinter in my
Oh dear.
knee.
Alright, so there's the center, and as long as yours looks like that, that's absolutely fine. So we'll move on to the next one. Coloured pencils. Alright, I go back to code.
Just spot as well.
Now you're going to add different coloured pencils to your project and allow the user to choose between them. Alright, so rename pencil to pencil blue.
Okay. So we go on costumes.
Yeah.
And
So change the name.
we go costume name.
Hyphen.
Pencil.
You need to put a hyphen in. Put a hyphen in.
Pencil. Hyphen.
Blue.
Blue.
Alright, so don't click off it, mate.
Okay.
Pay attention. Come on. So we've clicked on pencil, sprite in the bottom right, we've gone to costumes, and then we've renamed the costume to pencil blue. Alright. In fact, it's told us to rename. It wasn't the costume, was it? It's saying rename the sprite to pencil blue. Alright, let's see what happens anyway. We can leave it, we can call it pencil. If we need to go back, we'll do that. Alright, so right click on the pencil sprite and duplicate the pencil blue costume.
Okay.
Alright. What we're going to do,
Clicked on the wrong thing.
I'm going to, I think we're alright. We're going to right click here. And we're going to duplicate. And then we're going to call this pencil green. So we've created a new costume by right clicking and duplicating, and this one here which says pencil blue 2, we're going to call it pencil green. Alright, so you need to change the costume so that it's green, Ben. Yeah, so go to fill. Go to fill up in the top left. No.
Oh.
You need to change the colour.
Fill.
Yeah, and choose green. Yeah, that's fine. Click off. No, that's make it so that it's a bit lighter.
Okay.
Make it so that it's lighter.
What's it doing? Okay.
Alright, just click off. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
So Ben's gone to fill in the top left. He's chosen green, and then we've changed the costume so that it's green. Alright. Name the new costume, pencil green, and colour the pencil green. Good stuff, you've done that. Alright, draw 2 new sprites, 1 blue square and 1 green square. These are for choosing between the blue and the green pencil. So, do you want to choose the sprite cat icon in the bottom right hand corner, Ben?
On the other monitor.
Yeah. No?
You said click on it.
Alright, just click on it.
Just hover over it.
And then go to paint.
Paint.
That's the one. So clicking on the sprite icon and then choosing paint means that we can create our own sprites. So choose the square. Yeah. And then just draw a square. Okay.
It's not
yeah.
really a square.
Alright, so we're going to quickly remove the outline by clicking on this, which removes the outline. And we can see if we click on the sprite. Alright, we'll choose the arrow and we'll draw a box around it. So we've inadvertently drawn an extra sprite element. So we click on it and we can see the middle of the sprite's there. So then if we move it so that the middle of the sprite is over the middle of the sprite stage. Okay, that's way too big. So if we change the size and we'll change it
So
to
about 30?
40, let's see what happens. Click enter.
30.
30, alright. So 30, maybe even 25. So 25, hit enter.
Yeah.
And then we'll move the colour selection to the bottom right. Okay, we're going to do another one. We are going to do a blue sprite as well. So, what we can do, we're just going to give this a name, so we'll call it green. And then we're going to duplicate that. In fact, we're not going to duplicate it yet because we're going to add some code to it.
It said do the 2 sprites.
It says to do 2 at this point. Alright, let's do what the project says. So right click, duplicate. Alright.
You can just go to fill.
So we're going to go...
And then on blue.
Yeah, blue. Yeah,
Would it be the paint
choose
bucket?
paint bucket. Blue. There you go. Oh. It's not quite the right height, is it? So if we click on the green one, we can see on the right hand side we've got the X and Y position. So it's minus 149.
So then they both have to be.
So we click
so
on
that one
click
has
on
to
the
be-
green. Do you want to change that to minus 149? Yeah, put a minus in. Put a minus in.
Minus.
149. Yeah, hit enter. Excellent. So they're now exactly the same height. Alright, so rename the sprites so that they're called blue and green. So we've renamed the green, but we've not renamed the blue. The blue's called green too. So we call it blue. Okay.
You're on the other one.
Okay. It doesn't matter what's going on that monitor, matey.
No, you were on the other monitor.
Alright. Okay, so add some code to the green sprite so that when the sprite is clicked, it broadcasts the message green. So we're going to add those blocks in, Ben. So can you add those blocks to the green sprite? Just click on the green sprite on the right hand side. No, down
no,
here.
that's backdrop.
Yeah.
Right. Events.
Yeah.
When sprite clicked.
Yeah, and then we want broadcast, which is also an event. So it's near the bottom. It says
broadcast.
yeah, and then we need to add our own. So new message.
New message.
And then type the word green.
Broadcast green.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not finished. We've not finished. All right. Put ticks in. Put a tick in. And another tick.
The pencil sprite should listen for the green message and change its costume and pencil colour in response.
Yeah.
Switch to your pencil sprite. Add some new code so that when the sprite receives the green broadcast, it switches to the green pencil costume and changes the colour to the pen colour to green.
Yeah.
When I receive green, switch costume to pencil green.
Yep.
Set pen colour to green.
Yeah, so select the pencil sprite at the bottom, yeah. And then we need to add another code block in. So when
it was something about when I
when I receive
green,
yeah, that's the one. So if you just put it so that it's next to the block that we've already done. Put it right up at the top. Yeah, that's it. Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just click on try again. Alright.
Switch
Switch
costume
costume
to pencil green.
Yeah.
So then that would be in looks. Switch costume.
Yeah. To pencil green. And then it's a pen block that we want. So on the left hand side at the bottom.
Pen.
Yeah.
Which
Set
one was
set
it?
pen colour.
Set pen colour
Yeah.
2. Do we sample it?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So you need to duplicate that block. So if you right click.
Oh, right click at the bottom.
Duplicate. Yeah. No. We want to.
No.
Alright. So when you're duplicating, you need to duplicate from the top of the block. Yeah. So we're going to click on this event at the top, right click and duplicate. And that way we know that it's going to duplicate everything in the block. So when I receive new message,
blue.
Switch costume to
Pencil blue.
set pen colour to
Sample.
blue. Alright, so for this,
And then you would have to drag that into. Oh wait, no.
so
No.
we've set the green to broadcast, haven't we? We've set
Well,
this broadcast
yeah.
and the green, and so now
So then you would have to duplicate
we need to
that
set-
into the blue.
yeah. So if we go,
When I receive.
so we've selected the
Wait, no.
blue. We've selected the blue sprite at the bottom. When I receive blue,
When Sprite clicked broadcast blue.
sorry, yeah, well done. When this sprite is clicked, broadcast blue. So does that match the green one?
Yes.
Green one. All right. So
Should we try it?
hopefully everybody's managing to keep up. I read today that you can actually pause live YouTube, so if we're getting ahead, go ahead and pause us while you catch up. Alright, so
Should we try it?
let's see what it says.
I think we've got ahead of it.
That's alright. Let's put a tick in.
Then to a similar thing, so that you can switch pencil colour to blue. Click on the blue square and add this code.
Yeah, so we've done that,
we
so that's
did
great.
that,
So we've
yeah.
done that block and that block.
Finally, add this code
Alright,
to
do you know-
tell
do
the
you know what we
pencil
can do?
sprite.
It's a really good idea as we're going through to test what we're doing. So, we
Yeah.
click on green.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so
It changed it.
there you go, there's green. Click on blue.
Yep.
There's blue. Click on green. There's green. Excellent. So the code's working exactly how we want it to. Alright, so finally, add this code to tell the pencil sprite which colour to start with and to make sure that the screen is clear when the program starts. So you're going to add a pen block, which is erase all. Alright, just go back and look. Let's finish reading that, mate. Don't get away with yourself.
Yeah. Pen block, erase all. And then switch costume to pencil blue. Set pen colour to blue.
Alright, so where are we adding that into? We're adding it into, if you click on the
yeah.
pencil sprite.
So
Alright, and we're gonna add it into this main block over here. So where are we adding it? Are we adding it into the forever loop, or where are we adding it? We're adding it above.
No.
Alright.
So pen.
Yeah,
And then it's at the top, erase all.
yeah.
So then that goes. So then it's looks next. And it's switch costume to
Mm-hmm. And which pencil we're going to start with? Blue?
Pencil blue.
Yeah.
And then pen.
Switch pen colour. Switch pen colour?
Set pen colour.
Yeah.
What's happening there? Right.
Alright, so we click on the green flag, so it sets the pen colour to blue and it erases everything that's on the screen.
Right, so we did that.
Alright.
If you prefer, you can start with a different colour pencil.
Alright. And we're fine, we're going to start with the blue. So
We've
it
tested.
says test your code. Can you switch between blue and green pencil colours by clicking on the green or blue squares? And we've already done it, we've tested it, and it's working absolutely fine. And hopefully everybody else is working fine as well. Alright, so let's move on to the next bit. Okay, so
More
yeah.
pencils.
Can you add red, yellow and black pencils to your paint program? Go outside, matey. Go outside. Bear with us. He's alright.
So you would have to duplicate the code that you added to the box. So you'd have to duplicate the sprites, and you would duplicate the code that you'd added to the box.
Alright, so if we go click on the green, click on the green down here.
The green sprite.
Yeah, duplicate.
And then.
So then if we click on costumes, which one's this going to be? Is this going to be red? So we'll change the name of the sprite. We've clicked on the green, we've duplicated it. So this is the duplicated one here. And we'll change that to red. So then we've gone costumes.
And then.
We go fill.
And
then we'll choose red. And we'll select it. Drag that down. Okay. So
it doesn't have to be perfect.
How did we get it before? We set this value here, this Y value.
What was it though?
To 149. Okay. Hit enter. Do you think Henry wanted to come and join in?
I don't know. He wasn't dressed though.
No, he was dressing going on, didn't he?
Do you want me to go and ask him?
No,
if
it's
he
alright,
wants to
mate.
join?
Don't worry about it. We'll have a go with him later. Okay, so there's red. Now, because we've cloned it, if we look at the code...
Duplicate the...
So what's wrong with this code block? What do we need to update?
You would have to create a new message.
Yeah.
Called red.
So we go new message, and we'll call it red. Alright. Should we do black as well? So we do right click.
Don't we have to duplicate it on the pencil as well though?
We're going to need to create another costume, aren't we? So we'll put that there. We set the height to 149. Name the, do you want to do it? Name the sprite black.
Ooh. Black.
Yeah, hit enter. Alright, go to costumes.
We need to create
Alright,
a
new message
called
black, yeah. Oh, it's not typing. Click into the box. Yeah. Alright, click on costumes.
And fill.
Yeah.
And then
select black, yeah.
Black.
There you go. Alright, so I mean you can add many colours. You could add yellow, purple. We're just going to stick with these 4 colours. Alright? Yeah. So we've created 4 sprites and we've updated the blocks. So each of the sprites has got a name: green, blue, red, black. and each of them has got a block that says when this sprite clicked broadcast, and then the name of the colour. So now what we need to do is we need to create the costumes for the pencil. So click on the pencil. Yeah.
So,
Go to costumes. You need to go to costumes, Ben.
oh. Okay. Costumes.
Yeah. So we've got a costume for the blue and a costume for the green. So if you
So
right
would you have
click,
to duplicate that?
duplicate. Yeah. All right. So change the costume name first. Change the costume name, Ben.
Okay.
All right. So when we're doing it, we need to make sure that we're doing things in a sequence. You don't need to delete the whole word, do you?
Yeah.
So just delete the word blue, and then just change it to black.
Oh, I thought we did red first though.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Go on.
Yeah,
do
it doesn't.
red.
And then.
Right. Just we're doing things. We're not. Don't just speed ahead, because then people
Yeah.
won't know what we're doing, will we? So. All right. We've gone to the pencil in the bottom left. We've duplicated the blue pencil, and we've called it pencil red. So then if we go to fill, so the paint bucket's selected, we go to fill,
And we
choose red.
Sam.
Yeah, no, the other way to do it, if you want to. So we could only sample things off here, couldn't we? We
Yeah.
can't sample things off the stage. So that's set to red. All right. And we duplicate that. Right click, duplicate. We change the name of the costume to pencil black. Hit enter.
And
Again,
turn it black.
the paint box
Yeah.
is selected. We go to fill,
And black.
we do black, and then we colour the pencil. All right, so we've got our four costumes, and then the eraser costume as well. So, can you add those extra colours? So that's what we've
Yeah,
done. So we've added
did
the
that.
sprite, and we've added the costumes, and we've added code to the sprite. But what we're missing out on is there's code that's on the pencil sprite, isn't there? That changes the costume. So we need to add. How many more blocks do you think we need to add in?
I think we need to add in 6. What?
All right. So
Oh,
block,
just pen
block as in. So we've got a block for the green. We've got a block for the blue, which is comprised of 3 blocks. When I receive blue,
Yeah.
switch costume to pencil blue, set pen color. So we need to duplicate that, duplicate the blue block, right click, duplicate. All right, move it down so that it's nicely positioned, and then change that to red. So no, wait there, move up. We're doing the first block. We're always doing things in a sequence.
So we do red.
Red. Yeah, switch costume to
Pencil
red,
pencil red.
and then set pen color to. Now you should be
we
able to
can-
use
we-
the selector now.
we
Yeah,
can sample.
there you go. All right, so let's just, and we're clicking off things. We'll just move it across. Okay, so let's duplicate the block again. Duplicate the top one. Yeah. Put it next to it. So again, start off at the top.
Red's at the bottom.
Okay, so we've already done red, matey.
Oh.
So when I receive
yeah,
black,
yeah. When I receive black, set costume to pencil black,
yeah, and set color to,
and we can sample that.
yeah. All right, so
Although I
Again.
doubt you would need it because
Click
it's
off.
just plain black.
all right, so let's test it at this point. So if we click on go, again, it's erased everything. It's set the pencil to blue. There's blue. Click on green. Let's change the costume to green. There's green. Click on red. It's changed the costume to red. There's red. Click on black. It's changed the costume to black. And we can draw in black. Alright, so It says undo mistakes. Sometimes mistakes happen, so add a clear button and add an eraser. Okay, so add the X block sprite from the library's letters section. Colour the sprite's costume in red and make it a little smaller. So this red X is a sprite. It's just a letter X. Do you want to add that in, Ben? So if you click on the cat sprite icon in the bottom right, yeah.
Cat sprite.
Yeah, click on letters.
Letters.
And then just scroll down until we find an X. Yeah, so what we need to do is, it's there, it's on the stage, isn't it? But it's too big, so we need to change the size. We don't need to change how it looks, but we just need to change the size. Yeah, so click on size, click into size. So maybe change it to 80?
75?
Yeah, 75. Alright, so that looks good. Do you want to position that? Position it on the right hand side.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so let's click back. Alright, so we've done this. Let's move down.
Keep going on to the other monitor.
Alright, so it says add code to the X block sprite to clear the stage when the sprite is clicked. So when sprite clicked, and then a pen block, erase all.
So
Click on code. Alright.
And events. When the sprite clicks,
Yeah.
pen block, erase all.
Alright, so just in case anybody can't see, so we've selected the X block sprite down here, because we always select the sprite that we want to add the code to. We've clicked on the code tab up here in the top left, and then we've added when this sprite clicked, erase all. So now,
we can
do you want to click on it and see? It works.
Yeah.
Excellent. You don't need to use the broadcast to clear the stage, because the erase all block does that job. Do you see that the pencil sprite includes an eraser costume? Your project also includes a separate eraser sprite. So let's just look.
Click on this eraser sprite,
Yeah.
and then
Let's-
click on show.
Let's just have a look. So if we, can I change the size of this a little bit? Alright, so now we can see all the sprites. So if we click on the pencil here, the sprite, and then we click on costumes, what it's talking about is, as well as the costumes that we've created, it's got an eraser one here. But as well as having an eraser image as a costume, there's also a completely separate sprite that's the eraser sprite, yeah? Okay, so right click on the eraser sprite and then click on show. Alright, so what it wants us to do is it wants us to add this next to the X. So if we drag it over, where is it? Where's it gone? So what's happening is, if you
so you'd have to click on show.
Sorry, I was selecting the wrong sprite, wasn't I? Here we go, the eraser sprite, we drag it across. Yeah, so this little one here, show or hide. So we've got these two little things here, show. So by default, it was hidden. We've selected it to show. And then we can set it, just put it next to the X there. Alright, so add code to the eraser sprite to send an eraser broadcast when the eraser sprite is clicked. So code, events, when this sprite, sorry, when this sprite clicked, my brain stopped working. Broadcast eraser. Here we go.
And then
new message. Do you want to type eraser? Excellent. Click OK. Alright, so then we need to go to... We're going to need to add another block, don't we? Go on, scroll down. When the pencil sprite receives the eraser message, it should switch its costume to the eraser.
And switch the pen colour to white,
Alright.
which is the same.
So when we click on this, it broadcasts eraser. So then if we go to pencil,
And then we would
and we're
have
going to duplicate this block again, aren't we? Do you want to do that? Duplicate. Yeah. So when I receive
eraser,
switch costume to...
and we haven't got a...
No, we do. Switch costume to...
Have we?
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. No, that was one.
And you've already set eraser there, mate. Okay.
No, I set it to
Okay,
pencil.
so set colour to, and then we're going to set it to white. Can you do a selector? Do a selector at the bottom? Alright, yeah, no, I think that
Yeah, you
works.
can just
Okay,
do that.
that's it.
So, are we going to test that? Or...
Yeah, we could do. So, draw some...
Oh,
No,
yeah.
go to green. Go to green.
Green.
Yeah, draw on the screen in green.
Ooh.
Alright, now go to the eraser. And try and draw over the top. Can I have a little go? It's because it's so thin, you can't really see, but it is, it's rubbing it out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so, cool.
And it's trying to do where the tip is, but there is no tip.
Cool. So, it was going to tell us to add the blocks that we added. So what we did there was, we cloned a block, we added, when I receive eraser, switch costume to eraser, set pen colour to white. Alright, so test your project, and we did, and it's doing exactly that. Okay, so there was one more problem with the pencil. You can draw anywhere on the stage, including near the clear and eraser buttons. You alright?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Okay.
cold.
To fix this, Ben says his cup of tea's gone cold. Oh dear. To fix this, change the code so that the pen is only down if the mouse is clicked and the Y position of the mouse pointer is greater than 120. So we need to add this block in. Sorry, we're adding... Let's have a look. So we move over. So the block that we're looking for is attached to the pencil. So under the go to mouse pointer, which is here, we need to add two operators in, which are the green blocks.
Else.
So
we've already did that.
If mouse down and mouse Y is greater than minus 120, then so we're adding an operator in, aren't we? So we're adding it in here. If then. So we
would that be an
moved
operator?
the mouse. Yeah, we're moving the mouse down. So we're adding an operator in.
And it's the and one.
Yeah, so we'll add an and in. So if mouse down, and then we're going to put another operator inside this operator. We're going to nest it inside.
And
So we're going to use the greater than
yes.
operator. So greater than.
Mouse.
Yeah, so we go
Y.
to...
So is that sensing?
Is it?
Yeah, I
I
think
it
it's
is.
sensing.
Yeah. Sensing mouse Y. And do you want to set it to minus 120? we'll just tidy this code up a little bit.
Yeah.
Move these blocks to the left. So we've added in if mouse is down, so if the mouse is being pressed, and mouse Y, so that's the position of the mouse on the stage, is greater than minus 120. So that's, if you're thinking of the stage being divided into XY coordinates, minus 120 is like there. The middle of the stage, remember, is 0. And as we move to the top, then we get into plus numbers. So down here is minus.
It's separated like that. That's minus numbers as well.
All right, so okay, so we keep talking about XY coordinates.
Yeah, so that's minus as well.
Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in? There we go. So if we think of the stage as
So
separated,
the X would be minus there as well.
Yeah, so X is the horizontal, Y is the vertical, and so the Y down here is minus, the Y up here is plus, the X to the left is minus, the X to the right is plus, and Y minus 120 is down here somewhere. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, so hopefully what should have happened is, if we test this, it should not allow us to draw down here.
Yeah.
Is it allowing us to?
It wasn't there.
Ah, so it's cutting off there, isn't it? You see, so I've got my finger on it, and it's making it stop when it gets to minus 120.
Food is coming in.
Alright.
I can hear
Don't
it.
worry. Shh. Alright, so test your project. We did, and it works. Put a tick. Change the pencil width. So, next you will add code to allow the person using the program to draw things with different pen widths. First, add a new variable called width. So, do you want to add a variable called width, Ben?
So in variables, I clearly clicked on variables.
Alright, but it's at the top. No variables exist because we haven't created any, but at the top it says make a variable.
Make a variable.
Yeah, call it width.
Width.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
first, we did that.
You've done that. That's fine. It's nothing anymore.
We didn't need a clue.
It's nothing any more complicated than that. We've created a variable called width. So, add this line.
Oh.
Add this line inside your forever loop of the pencil sprite. So
Set pen size to width.
yeah. All right.
So would the set pen size be a whole other?
Sorry. What?
Set pen.
So it's a pen block. So we go to pen.
Set pen size. That's there.
Sorry, I'm blind, aren't I? So set pen size.
Yeah,
Where are we adding it
kind of
into?
blind in one eye.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
So inside the forever loop, and we're setting it there. All right. So variables, and then we're going to put the width in. So set pen size to width.
So
The pen width now repeatedly gets set to the value of the width variable. All right, and then it says make the width. Right click on the width variable displaying on the stage, and then click slider. So we go up here. We can see that the width variable is listed here. We're going to right click and then we're going to set it to a slider. So then that allows us to change the value of width.
Wow, that is...
Alright.
Should we test that?
Should we test it? I don't know. Maybe we've added all the code in. Click on green.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so click on blue and then change the width to 44.
Oh my god, that's massive.
Alright, bear with us a moment. I'm back. Sorry, our 3-year-old was on a meltdown. Okay, so alright, so test your project and see if you can add code to adjust the pen width, which we've done. Good stuff. Alright, so what's the final thing? Challenge. I'm going to add keyboard commands in. So, can you add code so that instead of clicking on the coloured squares or buttons on the stage, you can make things happen by pressing the keyboard keys? For example, B equals switch to blue pencil. So what we'll do, we are going to add the first one in, and then we're going to leave the last three for the people following along to do themselves. So we're going to add B equals switch pencil to blue. So how are we going to do that, Ben? If we do add in...
wait, when key B pressed?
Right, so when...
If that's a possibility? Yes, B.
B pressed, yeah.
And
then we're doing looks, switch costume.
To...
Blue, yeah. And then we're going to do pen block. Hey, don't be fidgeting.
Okay.
Set pen colour to... Do you do that in school?
What?
Do you do that in school? Just... Alright, so... we've added that in, so we'll change it to red. Do you want to click on the B block? It's changed it to... So... We'll change it to red. Alright, go on, click on the B. Amazing. So we've added a keyboard shortcut in that allows us to change the sprite and the colouring to blue. Alright. So I think that's pretty much it. So if you're at home and you're following along, the challenge is to add some more keyboard shortcuts in. Hopefully you followed us along and you've had fun. So we're going to do it again next Wednesday at 3 o'clock. If you want to share your project or share any photos of you following along with the project, get your mum, your dad or your guardian to post it on social media, Facebook, Twitter or YouTube. Alright, so see you all next week. Have a great week.
Bye.